You also had a random gi match with Romulo.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Because everyone that was there was like, oh, fuck, we're not wrestling without this. It was a no-gi tournament. It was a no-gi tournament with money.
Oh, wow.
And I showed up, and they're like, well, I go, hey, we're doing, okay, when's the final? It's no-gi. We don't know yet. Like, what do you mean we don't know yet? The fucking flyer doesn't say that shit, so come on. And then they basically brought us up to the I don't know, this table or whatever. And they're like, okay, everyone, let's take a vote. I'm all. Asa Fuller looks at me. He's like, sorry, bro. I just needed, I need everything I can get out. I'm like, what? So I raised my hand by myself. I'm like, oh, fuck this. And I'm sitting there and I go, I don't even fucking have a gi. They just turned this shit into a gi match out of nowhere. And Breakpoint gives me a gi, and it's enormous because I had no idea about sizes. I'm like, I think I'm a 6 in judo. Oh God, this is a fucking blanket. But all right,
The wizard sleeves.
yeah. And first match was why am I forgetting his name? Really good guard, really good competitor, world champ. He shoots an omoplata on me, and I'm like, okay, can't get my arm out. Fuck. Otavio Souza.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, fuck this. So we're sweeped. We're on bottom. And he's doing the pull the gi out stuff. And I'm just sitting here thinking, you're never going to fucking get any of this on me. Because I've trained judo. I know how the gi works. I get while he's doing it. And in fact, it is quite clever and smart to use the thing that you would figure your opponent would be the least aware of. So, all kudos to Otavio. He was actually being really clever. It's just that I'm not that dumb. So, then he's messing around. He's doing all this stuff. Got good grips. All right. You know, he can't fucking help himself if I do this. Oh no! I turned towards him for a mount. Whoosh! Whack! I took his leg. Immediately whack, hit the Achilles lock, cinched the legs. He's screaming. I'm like, gotcha, cunt. But in this case, it's not. The thing is, someone might see that, whatever, and be like, oh, this and that, all this hyperbolic bullshit. All it is this, and this isn't to even downplay me. This is more to make it so that people do not downplay him, because he's fucking for real. I got to train him later at this other location, and great guard, super slick, great training partner, love him. Like, he's fucking dope, right? He is a world champion for a reason. And it was simply because I think we talked about this about back takes, right? I told you at the time, I go, look, if I start giving you my back, you can't help but go after it. Like, you're just like ingrained, this is what I do. Which is, I already know everywhere you're going, where your foot's going, where your hand's going. This path is so known to everybody, unless you're that much better than the person you're doing it to. If that person's good enough, you just put yourself right into a whole bunch of known knowns. Not known unknowns no, you just threw yourself right down the fucking pathway, and he fucking took the high beams on and threw you off and did a Yui. It was the same with Otavio. I turned to him, I go, there's no way he can avoid going after those mount points. There's just no possibility. As soon as he did it, it was pop, and I could take the leg. With Romulo, it was just a really knockdown, drag him out match, but I got the knee bar, but I couldn't get the finish on him.
Was it popping?
I don't remember it making a lot of noises, but I guess I blew his knee out with the whole thing. I found this out afterwards. But by the end of the match, my hands started to went up from the ref, and there was a lot of Portuguese being spoken, a lot of anger, a lot of emotion, a lot of I believe, like, it turned into carnival on the sides. Like, it was going. There was bundas and everything. I was like, "Fuck, man, this is for real." Everyone's drinking mate, and then I lose. But I wasn't super sore about it, mainly because my philosophy is like, if I don't get the finish, then whatever happens, happens, right? You could call it the worst decision in the world, but I allowed it to go to a decision, so I'm now subjected to that. And I like Romulo, so whatever, it was fine. But he was limping around. I had some Toradol in my bag because whenever I'm around, whenever I had to have surgeries, they give me painkillers, I fulfill the prescriptions, and then I just keep them. Because when I dislocated my shoulder against Crow Cop, I remember this is a little bit of a tangent, but you're in Japan in 2000, I think it was 3, maybe it was 4. Either way, I think it was 4. Your shoulder's dislocated. You're fucked, right? Properly fucked. Your ute's got flats. You know, you've spun a bearing. You ain't going anywhere. and you're sitting out there waiting for the bronze to show up. I can't help it. Anyways, and in Japan, you're like, oh, this is where the coolest cameras are made. This is where the highest of electronic technology is made in this country. And they gave me a straight up, like, torn piece of, like, cloth to wrap up and make a sling out of it. It's like, this is like Fred Flintstone's bullshit right now. And this is all I got, and I got no drugs, no nothing. And now I got to get on this plane for 12 hours or 11 hours, and I'm miserable. And so I go, nah, never again. So I just packed this shit in my bags. I don't remember where I got the Toradol. Someone was getting some Toradol. I said, give them to me too. Stuck them in my bags, and it turned out, for homeless benefit, that I had some on me to get them out of there. I go, here, take these, drink plenty of water, blah, blah, blah. And, excuse me, they paid out to both of us. They're like, oh, the promoters are like, we think you want it. Yeah, I'm like, whatever, man. Here, take some cash anyways. I went out and had a nice dinner. And then I see Romulo at Worlds. So this was before I competed at Worlds, I believe. I was there coaching folks, coaching Amir Alam and coaching some other 10 Planet guys and whoever was there from CSW if they'd showed up. And I see Romulo in a fucking full-on brace and crutches. And I go, dude, what the hell happened? He goes, you. Oh, man, come on. He goes, well, yeah, I guess I won. I won the match, but it looks like you won in the end. I go, well, dude, it was just competing, and you didn't obviously think your shit was getting fucked. You just wanted to win. And we got to, it was just a silly moment. It was a thing, but I couldn't, I wish I could have got the tap out of him, but I just think that he was there that day, he just did not want to concede, and so it would have had to have been something pretty substantial to get it at the time. And honestly, Romulo is such a dope dude. I love him. He is such a stud. You guys I know that we are so ahistorical these days. Like, we don't remember shit from yesterday or last week is like it was 30 years ago. But folks, look up Romulo Barrals. He is a fucking stud. He runs a killer program up north with Gracie Baja Northridge.